Okay, next coming to the organ system. So organ system, I already told you each organ performs a specific function, and the group of organs, they combine and work together to form an organ system, like your digestive system. These all systems, organ systems, we have discussed. Next, come to the skeletal system. So all the bones of a body together make a skeleton. So skeleton comprises of the bones. There are at the time of the birth, and skeleton, I already told you, it gives shape and structure to your body. A body has more than 300 bones at the time of birth. So at time of birth, what happens? 300 bones are there. But you will say, ma'am, we have, the adult have 206 bones. What happens? The 300 bones, few bones, they fuse together. Fuse together means mix together and form one bone. Like two bones are there, they will fuse together, they form the one bone. Our skeleton has many joints at the places, like this is a joint, knee is a joint. So all these joints are there where the two bones meet, like this bone and this bone is meeting at this joint. They allow us to move and bend. Yes, in many ways. The bones in our arms help us to lift heavy objects because we can turn, bend through our elbow. So it will lift heavy objects. Our bones keep growing till the certain age and we grow taller and heavier. That is why we say that your height will increase up to a certain limit at certain age. After that, it will not increase. Our skeleton protects the soft parts of the body. Our ribs form a cage, which I told you that lungs are protected by the rib cage. So ribs, they form a cage and which protects the heart and the lungs. Our brain is inside the skull. Skull is also coming in the skeletal system. The skeleton also protects our internal organs. Is that clear to everyone now? So in skeletal system, what is there? It gives shape and structure to the body. Secondly, we have done that there are 300 bones when a child takes birth. Later on, it gets fuses and comes less bone. Third is that in our skeleton, we have many joints where the two bones, they meet. There is the joint, and due to the joint only, we can bend and move our body parts. Next is that there are the ribs are there, which also is the type of skeletal muscle which protects the lungs and the heart. And the skull is also comes in skeletal system, which protects our brain. Clear? Next, coming to the digestive system. Now, what happens in the digestive system? See, what is happening? We are eating food. Understand it, please, very nicely. Otherwise, you will not understand. We are just taking in food with our mouth, and what we are doing in the mouth, we are simply chewing it with our teeth, and with the help of the tongue, our food becomes soft and slippery. Yes, becomes soft. Why becomes soft? Because in our mouth we have a saliva. What we have? We have saliva. So first is the mouth, from where the digestion process starts. Where the digestion process starts, that is the mouth. What happens in the mouth? There is teeth which chew the food, and there is saliva which mixes with the food and makes the food soft. After that, what happens? The food moves through the food pipe or esophagus to the stomach. First of all, there is mouth. Okay, what happens in the mouth? Two things are there. One is the teeth and the other is saliva. Teeth helps to chew the food. Saliva mixes with the food and makes it soft. This thing is clear to everyone? Now, after this mouth, what happens? The food moves through the food pipe or the esophagus. Food pipe is also known as esophagus. Now, from the mouth, through the food pipe or esophagus, the food moves to the stomach. Stomach is what? It is a muscular organ. Stomach is a J-shaped muscular organ. And what happens here? Here is the digestion of the food takes place. Digestion of the food takes place. Digestion of the food takes place means food is broken into the smaller pieces with the help of juices, acid, which is there in the stomach. Some juices are there, clear, etc. Now, what is happening? Again, I'm repeating. First, understand. Please don't be in a hurry in writing. Understand first. Mouth is there. First of all, we are eating the food. We are put in the mouth. We are chewing the food with the teeth and the saliva in the mouth, which is mixing with the food and making the food soft. Now, the food is slipped through the food pipe or esophagus into our stomach. This I have told just now. What happens in stomach? The digestion of food occurs, which means the food is broken down into smaller pieces. Digestion of food is going on with the help of juices. Certain juices are there which are released from the stomach, and acid is there in the stomach which helps in the digestion of food. Clear this much? Write down fast. So this is stomach is mouth is one, stomach is second. From mouth the food is moving to stomach. Yes, Mira.
Ma'am, what is the spelling written under the food pipe?
Esophagus. OESOPHAGUS.
Okay.
We spell it esophagus. O is silent. Yes, Pratyush.
Where is esophagus?
Esophagus is the pipe from which the mouth to the stomach. That pipe is known as esophagus. Like we have windpipe, like air is moving from the nose to the lungs. Yes. In the same manner, from the mouth, the food is moving to the stomach. That pipe is known as food pipe or esophagus. Yes, Mira.
Ma'am, nothing.
Okay. Done, everyone? Please be fast, fast.
Done, ma'am.
After stomach, third comes the small intestine. What happens now in the small intestine? Now the food passes from the stomach to the small intestine. It is the largest part of the digestive system. What happens in the small intestine? The further digestion and absorption of the nutrients takes place here. Clear? Now, after small intestine, the food moves to the large intestine. Now, what happens in the large intestine? Further absorption, only absorption. Now here, no digestion is there. Further absorption of the water and the minerals or nutrients takes place. Understood till here, everyone? Yes. In small intestine, both processes are taking place. Which are the both processes? Digestion and absorption. Two processes are taking place in small intestine. Remember that. Okay. And in large intestine, only absorption is taking place. Okay. Now what happens? Please understand. 1 minute. Just give me 1 more minute and we are over with the digestive system. Now what happens? The undigested food, the waste material or the undigested food, what happens? It is coming out from the large intestine and it is stored in the rectum. Rectum is an organ where the undigested food is being stored. And after that, this undigested food comes out through anus. Like you go to washrooms in the morning, that is the process which we are discussing. Okay, so the undigested food is stored in the rectum after large intestine and it is thrown out of the body through anus. Clear to everyone? What happens in rectum? The undigested food is stored and is removed from the body by anus. This is the full digestive system. Undigested food means the leftover food, which is now left from the body. Now the body is nothing to do with that food. That is known as undigested food. Yes, Anna.
Ma'am, what is anus?
Anus is from where the undigested food is removed out or given out of our body. That part is anus.
Okay, ma'am.
Done? Fast, fast. Meera, you're so slow. Okay, I'm deleting. Okay, so this is about the digestive system. Now comes the muscular system, as it comprises of all the muscles, and I already told you that the muscles, they are attached to the bones which help them to move. It is the muscles due to which the movement of the bodies are there. Muscles are present all over the organs. It is protecting the organs as well. Coming to the excretory system, which I have, I think, already made this figure, kidney shape, and the ureters are there, then urinary bladder is there, then the urine comes out through urethra. So this is the excretory system. So what happens in excretory system? We get rid of the waste of the body in the form of urine. So the kidney, which are the bean shaped, they filter out the blood, and they filter out blood, and in the form of the waste is coming out in the form of urine. So from the kidneys, the urine is transferring to ureters. Then from the ureters, it is stored in urinary bladder, and from the bladder, it comes out through urethra, which is we have already done. This is about kidneys. Do you know the skin is another excretory organ? Why? Because the sweat comes out of the skin. That is also the waste product which is coming out of our body. So skin is also excretory organ. The kidneys are also the excretory organ, and the lungs are also excretory organ. Why lungs? Because I told you there the exchange of gases occurs. We are taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is another waste. Clear? So what are the excretory organs if I want to write? One is the kidneys, which filter the blood and remove the waste from the body in the form of urine. Then the second excretory organ which we can say is your skin, which gives out the waste in the form of sweat. Third excretory organ is your lungs, as it gives out carbon dioxide. Pratyush, can you please tell me that we have drawn the figure for excretory system, the kidneys, the ureters, urinary bladder? Please check it and tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Okay, okay. So we have drawn that. Okay. Done?
Done, ma'am. Ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay. Now coming to the circulatory system, as I already told you, circulatory system comprises of the heart, blood vessels, and the various organs. What happens is what is circulating by the blood? So blood circulates the nutrients, the oxygen, yes, to the all the cells of the body and takes the carbon dioxide and other waste material from the cells. Our heart keeps pumping as long as we live. Blood is pumped from the heart and is collected in the heart only. Okay, it is traveling from the heart and coming back to the heart. Coming to nervous system, the nervous system comprises of the brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. Brain, spinal cord is the reed ki haddi, that is at the back. You all know spinal cord. Yes, everyone is having at the back that spinal cord. This one is there, and the nerves are there like these see, all the nerves are there going throughout the body. Actions and reactions in our body are controlled by the nervous system. For example, if I'm touching a very hot object, quickly my hand will be back, isn't it? If I feel hot, or you will take time. Yes, it is hot, very hot, I can't touch it, I will remove my hand. This happens, or immediately you just remove your hand. What happens? Yes, Meera?
Immediately we remove the...
Immediately, we don't think about it. It is the immediate action, isn't it? So that is, the nerves are very sensitive and they quickly send the message to the brain. Yes, it is hot, and the reverse action is there. The reaction of the brain is there. Okay, remove your hand. But it is so quick that we don't take time to remove our hand. The brain sends message to all parts of our body through nerves. Messages from all parts of body come to brain. We can feel cold, heat, pain, etc. due to our nervous system. Clear this much, everyone?